What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Josh Coker here, aka Joshumusprime. It's about 4:00 in the morning. It was just one of those mornings where I couldn't fall back asleep. Doesn't usually happen, but when it does, and it takes more than 15 minutes to go to sleep, I get up and I try to do something. And right now, I'm going to the gym at the apartment complex. Gonna get some early morning fasted cardio in, and then probably go right. All right, let's get to it. So tired. Just go to sleep. What up? Josh Coker here, aka Joshumusprime. You know what it is. Getting some early morning cardio in, but today's episode is actually going to be a mini deload session for deadlifts. Susan and I went and did the Goonies Never Die workout. So check it out and enjoy. Boom. Okay, so I lied. First, I'm actually gonna show you this video, which is Sue's from a different workout, a different deadlift workout, making a PR. I think it's 255 pounds. Now, she had to fight for this one, and it's ugly. It's not the prettiest PR ever, but it was worth showing. That's a pretty significant weight, given the fact that it was hard for her to lift one plate in the beginning of the year. But now what you're starting to see is the Goonies Never Die workout that Susan and I did late in December. Trying to catch up on videos. Been eating all this holiday food and participating in festivities, so haven't really been doing as many videos because of all the family events and stuff like that. But so for those of you who actually, before I say that, what we're doing right now is trap bar deadlift warm-ups. And for those of you that have access to the trap bar in your facility, I would highly recommend using it. It's a great way to warm up. It's a great accessory movement on days where you feel like deadlifting, but you know it's probably not a good idea because you already deadlifted 1 or 2 times already in the week. It helps scratch the itch without breaking you. And it's a really good movement to activate the CNS and get the muscles primed and ready to go for real deadlifts without actually getting into a full deadlift. You don't have to go quite as deep into the movement. You can, if you, for example, right now I have the high bars, but if you flip it on the other side, you can actually grip it from the low bar position, which is a little bit further down, and also a little bit, that's a little bit more the depth that you would be for actual deadlift. But like I said, I like these for warm-ups and accessories because you don't have to get down as much, but you can play with some heavier weight. And I think it's a really good way to make gains on your deads. So that's why you see Susan and I doing this. Now, the reason we did this workout, or at least the reason why we're calling it the Goonies Never Die workout, is because Susan and I both grew up, well, we're both 80s kids technically, but we definitely, although she barely is an 80s kid, but we both grew up in the 80s and 90s, and Goonies is just one of our favorite shows in general. And for Christmas, I got us a matching set of these t-shirts that say Goonies Never Die. But for those of you who have been living under a rock, or maybe you're one of those hipster Gen Y, Gen Zs, or maybe a millennial that was born even later than Susie, and you don't know anything about the Goonies, it's a must-see movie. What a great movie. It's basically about a group of kids who are all best friends who find a secret treasure map it's a treasure map that leads them. Okay, I just said Goonies Never Die because it's the Goonies Never Die workout. And it leads them on this adventure where they come across the Fratelli gang and they have to evade these like robbers / murderers, and they have to outthink One-Eyed Willie and do all these amazing feats to like avoid booby traps, and in the end they end up finding this like old pirate ship filled with treasure. And I won't ruin the whole ending because there's more to that, but it was a great show, and I think for anybody who's seen Stranger Things on Netflix, I think it was one of the main influences when they were developing the characters, which is a whole nother story in and of itself. But I think the developers, the producers of Stranger Things, did a really good job of knowing their audience and giving them what they wanted. They knew their audience was 80s and 90s kids who grew up watching the Goonies, and so they did the same thing. They made a team of little kids who are like all best friends, and but instead of going after some treasure, they're like fighting against this like horrific demon-like creature from a different realm. But it's anyways, that is pretty much the workout there, and probably show a couple more clips of it just like in repeat. But yeah, Suze and I, we like to do these workouts. This was a deload day, so we weren't going heavy. We're just trying to keep the blood flowing, keep our muscle memory for deadlifts without adding too much volume in terms of weight. And by doing that, it allows you in the week after, or maybe the weeks after, depending on when you decide to go heavy again, it allows you to lift heavier. Because if you're lifting heavy every week, every single week you lift it heavy, that fries your CNS, and your system just can't take that. So you definitely have to give it a break every once in a while, and that's why we did the Goonies Never Die workout. So I hope you all enjoyed, and if you did, go ahead and give it a like. If you want to see more, please subscribe, and if you have any questions, drop them in the comments below. All right, see you in the next video. Happy holidays. I'm going to do like holiday video with all the holiday, like Christmas workouts and stuff. But I would say next week sometime is when I'll finally get back to a normal schedule. Fingers crossed. So sometime after the first week in January. All right, take it easy. Peace.